2, 1. Oh, it's raining, everyone. Welcome to the TBD podcast. My name is
Woo!
Dougie. Welcome back to anyone who's viewing again. I got Jose here, and we have a special guest.
Our drinking buddy. Okay,
Reveal
that was
yourself, sir.
that was supposed to when you were supposed to say something.
Johnny, this is your chance.
Yo, Johnny. All right.
Speak.
All right. Don't tell me you got stage fright.
My name's Johnny, or
There you
John
go.
John, or whatever sort of superlative of the name you want to create John with. I'm your guy, I'm your dude, I'm the gentleman. Johnny,
gentleman.
that's my name. The gentleman. The gentleman. That's going to be my alias. The gentleman.
As always, our first question goes out to everyone. How's your week been?
My week's been fine.
It's-
you know. Actually, no.
it's been
I'll
getting better.
let the guest go first.
One person at a time.
Oh, it's been getting better, man. Finally got over this COVID shit. Doing pretty well. Fucking just gonna get back to work and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah,
For our listeners, Johnny actually had COVID for a little bit.
yeah, I had it for
You want to tell our audience that you're not, an actor or getting paid by the government to say this stuff, or
I clearly am not being paid
Mhm.
by
Mhm.
the RNC or the DNC.
I've seen your house, clearly not.
This, of course, that's I if I was a shill for the RNC or the DNC, I clearly would be living in a far better apartment complex. But
He'd be living in a condo. All right.
Oh yeah,
I'd be living on the beach.
Yes.
you would have a car that isn't like, all right, you either have the AC or the music playing at one time. You can't
Hey.
have both.
The struggle is real, and I appreciate the struggle. Go fuck yourself.
Alright.
It makes him humble.
How have you been?
I've been all right. It was a bad weekend for sports, a good weekend for entertainment.
Unless you're the Heat.
Yeah, unless you're the Heat. The Dolphins and Inter Miami got shafted. That's all we care about around here.
Of course, sports. I
Yes.
understand.
Yes. Oh, Bayern did well. That's always good. It's all right, Johnny. We're about to get to a good topic here, so just hang in there. Hang in there.
No, sports. Listen, sports are fantastic. The thing is, I'm fucking inept. I'm an idiot that doesn't pay attention to the shit that I should pay attention to as a man. But I got a dick and balls, so I can't take that away from me yet.
It's just something fun you could just put in the background,
Hmm.
at this point. For me, at least.
At this point.
I'm
Yes.
just like, well, I'm gonna keep watching. I still watch NBA, and I'm like, oh, but didn't he just do this? Why is this allowed, but this isn't allowed? And then they explain, I'm like, no, I don't care. So
What's going on here? Oh, okay.
So I have two icebreakers here for you two. And the first is just a simple question. Let's say you meet a doppelganger, someone that looks just like you.
Hmm.
Now
Yep.
the true question is, do you think it'll be easy or harder to kill your doppelganger? Pose, you go first.
Would it be easier or harder to kill my
Yeah, to
doppelganger?
kill someone that looks just like you.
Do they act like me? Well, are they a true doppelganger where it's like they think like me?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna say it's hard because I always watch over. Like I'm always looking around. So like,
Well, I guess let's say you're choking him out. Would
Oh.
you feel weird, or would you find it easier or harder to be like, I'm gonna take this man's life?
I would whisper in his ear and be like, "I'm the true Jose." That would be my answer.
You'll take the Highlander approach.
Yeah,
There's
just
only
Highlander.
one.
There's only yes. We're already quoting the boys. I love it.
Long live the king.
My Homelander. I mean, my Homelander.
You be like fucking Scar? Is that-
Yeah.
All right, go on.
Johnny, how would you feel? Well, let's say you're choking your doppelganger out. do you find it easier or harder to be like, I'm gonna take this man's life away from him?
Well, I feel bad on two fronts. One, I feel bad because I have to physically see I'm killing myself. Two, I know he's not gonna get any sexual pleasure out of this because I don't like to be choked. So I feel bad double. I know for a fact I don't like to be choked. That means he doesn't like to be choked. So he's like, at least let me help my boy get off. My boy being myself. But that's not possible. I don't like autoerotic asphyxiation, so I feel doubly bad. Fuck. Shit. That's how I answer that.
So you're gonna Homelander yourself for real this time?
Yeah, but you would kill yourself.
I would. I mean, if all right, you put me in a situation where I have to kill myself.
Yeah, you have to kill. But do you find it easier or harder? Like, do you enjoy it, or are you like, or are you like, oh yeah, I get to finally kill someone that looks like me?
When you say that, I get to fucking murder somebody that looks exactly like me.
It feels justified because it's like, well, no one will know he's gone. They'll just be like, yo, John. I'll be like, that's me. He's not murdered.
It was me the whole time.
It was have like a fucking not a Kaiser Soze moment, but like the fucking it's like yes. Wait, fucking damn it! I'm trying to reference a specific movie, but it's like, oh, Jonathan, is that you? Yes, that is me. That's my name. Poor Jonathan. Get away with murder. I mean, if it's a doppelganger, I'm assuming it's a spirit from the ethereal realm.
No.
Whoa, you're getting too deep with it. You're getting too deep.
It's just a dude that looks like you. You know.
Oh, it's literally another guy. He has another name. He's another individual who just happens to look exactly like me.
Yeah. His name's not even Johnny. It's probably like Benjamin or Hakeem or something.
Maybe it's Taylor. Maybe it's Taylor.
I'm literally committing murder. So,
yeah, but do you find it easier knowing that he looks like you, or are you like, oh, he kind of looks like me?
I want to change my answer because I asked if it was like a true doppelganger, and you said yes.
Well, it's just a dude that looks like you.
Jose assumed it was the same thing I thought, that it was a spirit from another realm that's trying to take my life.
I thought it was like a bad. I thought it was like a bad sci-fi movie where it was like, oh, we took like a snippet of your hair and made an evil you, so we sent them to.
Easy.
Exactly.
No, this dude has no vendetta against you, but just something happened, and now you have to kill him.
Then yes, I would feel bad.
If he has a better life than I do, then fucking absolutely. He's fucking
just as you're choking him out, you have like his wallet fall out with his family. You're like, oh, you have a cute daughter. You choke him. Oh, that's my daughter now.
Oh, you have a family?
They're mine now.
I have a family. Like, that's my family.
That's my family. you go live with them, and you're like, you go there for a day to live with them. And you're like, this was fun. Now I'm good though.
All right, and then I get to actually go out for milk and never come back, just like
and go back to your regular life. There you go.
And then come back periodically.
Yeah.
Come back periodically, like, oh my god, it's been so many years. I still haven't gotten that milk yet.
You come back with the milk, like, oh, it's expired. I gotta go return it. 1 sec. And my second question, I guess this is a little bit more serious, but I was really feeling it this week, and I just had to see what you guys thought. Has conspiracy theories stopped being fun anymore?
Yes.
I mean,
the straightforward answer, yes.
I agree completely with Jose.
Because
I see someone mention conspiracy theory, and I'm just like, oh, what is it now?
Yeah, it's gotten too far where they wrap the tinfoil too much around their head, where it's like not funny anymore, and it's just cutting off circulation. And I'm just like, you know what? It's not even fun. Like, I used to watch conspiracy documentaries because, you know, they're always fun to like have a good laugh at. You get a beer or something, you sit and laugh. Now it's just very sad and depressing because it's like, oh, it's not a minute group of the population that believes this anymore. It's like getting to the mainstream now, and I'm like, okay, this isn't fun.
Johnny, go ahead.
I think it's because the moment that Jeffrey Epstein was shown to be an actual individual, and that conspiracy theory of like, oh, the pedophile rings actually exist, and it's actually and before Jeffrey Epstein
quote killed himself.
Caught,
yeah,
quote unquote killed himself, fucking Epstein himself. We all thought like, it's a bunch of people who were probably sexually molested by somebody that looked like somebody, and they're all just speaking crazy. And then Jeffrey Epstein was caught, and then he actually has like actual books and an actual assistant who is being driven placed at, was it Ghislaine Maxwell, who was his girlfriend / assistant, and then that made it real. And then it's like, oh shit.
And then you realize presidents are involved, and then you realize celebrities are involved, then you realize everyone's involved.
Yeah, and then this goes deeper, and then the fact that he was killed, and then everything around it.
Allegedly.
Oh yeah,
killed.
Allegedly.
Confirmed killed himself.
Allegedly killed himself.
No,
he fucking died.
No, it was confirmed killed himself. That's the report, and it's allegedly was killed.
All right. Boy up and ended being dead.
Yes.
Let's put it that way. Boy ended up being dead. Boy woke up dead the next day. Basically.
I think they just got more serious over the time. I mean, I remember when we were growing up, it was like we would just look at conspiracy theories. It was just like, did you know Rugrats was actually just Angelica's mind?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah, they're all just stupid stuff. You could just look at and be like, that thought is interesting, but I know that I'm just gonna keep watching the show. It's not gonna affect me whatsoever. And then you had the start of it being like of it getting serious, where it was like Pizzagate.
Yeah.
Where it was like
there's
this secret ring underground of this Washington DC pizzeria where there isn't even a downstairs possible to do this.
That's what they want you to think. They want you to believe that.
It's all Big Pizza. Big Pizza's keeping you silent, keeping you down. And that's the other part of it all. The fact that the jokes have run their course. It's no longer fun to make these. I mean, it's still fun. Like whenever I reference it, which is every once in a while, like, oh, it's all big Tylenol, or it's
big
like
pharma,
big pharma,
it's all big pharma. It's all stupid bullshit that we joke around about. I don't take it seriously. But then people, when you go on forums and when you actually go out and you talk to people actually have opinions that they believe, and they genuinely think that these conspiracy theories are real.
So I have a quick story. I know once this was sometime in March, let's say like 2 weeks into the whole stay-at-home thing was going on. So one of the biggest conspiracy theorists I know, well, dude who believes in that, is the security guard at my job. So I like if I talk to him too much, he like, oh man, this is like Bill Gates doing this stuff, and I'm like, and at first I just think like to myself, I'm just gonna like nod and be like, yeah, cool,
No, you can't do that because then he'll think you're on board.
And here's what happened. He ended up sending an email to everyone in that building.
Oh no.
With this video of people who essentially just went around harassing hospitals, like, where's everyone? Like there's like there's a line at the hospital to get inside, and he's like, well, where's everyone here? There's no line.
Yes, I remember those. That was very sad to see. And then you see like the other security guard from the hospital just like, hey man, can you just leave? I don't want to talk.
Yeah, it went from there, and then it went from like I saw a comment yesterday that really pissed me off, and someone was like, "Don't you find it coincidence that this virus happened during an election year?" And I'm just thinking like,
Yes.
yeah, it happened. You have a 25% chance that it lands on an election year.
Wait a
Big
sec.
whoop.
Real quick. Is it from that post I sent you from
Yes,
Only
it
Highlight?
was.
I
Yes,
read that
it was,
exact
sir.
same comment, bro. I read that exact same comment.
That had me heated.
It's just not fun anymore. When we used to make fun, like whenever we would listen to like Alex Jones. I mean, I still listen to Alex Jones, one, because I find him fucking hilarious, and he's great, and I think I do a pretty decent impression. Whenever like I talk to Ale, and like, oh, it's your. Let me try. All right.
You gotta put your smoker's voice on.
See, when you speak to the interdimensional demons, they try to get at you through NDMT dreams, and they try to reach up from underneath, because that's how demons work. They're underneath our existence. Well, they try to reach up and grab us by the ankles and pull us down, because they can't break through us. They got to talk through us through DMT dreams, and when we're high, when we're talking to God, they come to us as evil elves. And that's how NDMT is the language of the gods, but you can't see it because the demons are coming at us.
This is why you have to live on the second floor, so the demons can't pull you down.
And he's just an actor too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like listening to him is fun, because you can see that there's showmanship to it. He's literally playing a character. He's doing the show. Of course, some people actually believe him, and I mean, and
a lot of people believe him. I'd say a good majority of his audience.
Yeah, but there is also a good amount of people who are there trolling.
Yes.
Who just watch him for entertainment. And I do.
Just
I
like
watch
you.
him because I love to watch him because he genuinely believes what he means, and it's nice to see that. It's nice to see somebody
he
that
quote
has,
believes it, because when he was in court trying to get his kids back, he was like, no, it's just a character, man.
That's just a character. I know. Yeah. The people I sent you, Double Toasted, they actually knew him before he became big. Like they actually worked in the same area doing recordings. And they were always just like, yeah, no, he was just a big old nerd that liked Star Wars, you know. But he would always talk and be like, yo, did you watch that new movie?
Oh man, you're making me trying to like Alex Jones now, and I don't like that. I can't find common ground with Alex Jones. It's just.
Oh no, I respect you, John, for watching him, but after the whole like Marjorie Stoneman Douglas thing, that they're all actors and stuff.
Yeah, that was.
That
was too much.
There's no chance.
That was even I know that was too much, and I drew the line there. And I mean, to a certain point, I mean, I can understand why he has to say stupid shit to the point of that degree, because his audience already expects it of him. So what are you gonna not deliver?
And it gets you views. That's where all the articles come in, you know, and that gets you more viewers and more people watching you.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
And that's why he's off of YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, all right. I didn't like the fact that they had that everybody, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, shut him down. Because, I mean, I understand some people may find it offensive, and of course, what he said about Marjorie Stoneman Douglas, what he said about was Marjorie Stoneman Douglas the little kids that were killed by that one kid who was autistic?
I don't think he was autistic.
I don't know if he's
autistic. It was up in Coral Springs.
No, didn't they also say that the little kids that got killed in
Pennsylvania?
You might be thinking
Florida,
of something
bro.
else, my dude.
You're thinking?
Yeah, that was the one here.
That was the one here in Broward.
Okay. Well, I think there was that one that he was the one talking about, and he basically, like you said, they were all actors.
Oh, Johnny, don't put your tinfoil hat on, bro. Don't put your tinfoil hat on, bro.
No,
I don't like the fact that they basically silenced. They just deleted his entire channel because it's an opinion. It's a very stupid opinion. It's a very idiotic, dumb opinion. But it's an opinion.
But I think in the world we are now, it's people are more gullible to that than reading the actual news.
I was about to say, it's not that him having an opinion was the bad thing. It's the dumb people that believe it is the bad thing.
But then who are companies to say what believe?
It's them. They're a private company.
Yeah, they're a private company.
There is no freedom of speech. We're private. We don't need to respect your privacy.
Hold on real quick. Honestly. If you're listening to us on YouTube, listen to us on Spotify and iTunes as well. We're everywhere that you can get your podcast. Name it TBD. So, shout out to all the listening platforms, and we're going to try to keep this as user-friendly as possible so we don't end up like Alex Jones.
Shout out to our 7 viewers.
Yeah, 7 viewers.
Johnny, you're one of them.
Ooh, damn straight. Oh, look at this outlet. Also called a plug.
Don't put your fork in there.
Jose is our plug, if you'd say.
Real quick, let me pull up our analytics. See what we got here. We have an estimated audience of 3. Shout out to you 3.
Ooh.
And 10 total plays. We're split out
10.
at Spotify, Overcast, Apple Podcast, and other. So.
Oh, what does other mean?
A smaller podcast platforms.
Soon enough, we're gonna have a channel just for like bits and pieces that we talk about.
Yo, if we could get a highlights channel, huh?
When is Joe Rogan coming on? I need to talk about MDMT and MDNA and all that shit.
What is it? Let me tell you.
Best.
We can't have monkey brain here. Not yet. We're too small.
We need a publicist first. We need a PR person.
You know, when Spotify signs us for hundreds of millions, then maybe we could get Joe Rogan.
You need a 1920s publicist. Listen here, kids. You're gonna be on every single AM radio station. AM radio station. Why? Because AM where it's at. FM's dying, kids. Don't you know that?
And with that, I do have to ask as well, going with our subject for tonight. This was only the, startup. We're going to be talking about beers.
Yes.
And what are you guys drinking anything tonight?
I am having a spritzer of peach wine with seltzer water.
Ooh, nice. I myself went cultural. I got myself a German Paulaner. It's a Münchner Lager, which is very strong, and I think I'm done with it already. I've been drinking it since we started, and it's already gone. But I'm the one controlling the show here, so I can't get up and get another one.
And me myself, I am enjoying.
I'm at the steering wheel. I gotta stay focused. Continue, Doug. Sorry.
Me myself, I am enjoying myself a nice key lime cherry Funky Buddha. Johnny works for Funky Buddha, so
yes.
Which we'll get
nice
to later.
Company.
But let's pull up the image hose.
Wait a sec, real quick. What did you have again, Doug?
Key lime pie.
Oh, it's a key lime cherry.
Key lime cherry. Okay. Boop.
Whenever we're hanging with the boys, we always tend to go to our go-to favorite, being beer, since I think it's cheaper.
Yes.
And more responsible than liquor. I'll get to a story about liquor before at the end of the show, but yeah, go ahead, Johnny.
I need to have a gripe about you guys when we hang out. Me and OC are the only ones that fucking bring actual hard liquor.
Go ahead a sec. Hold on. I already know where you're going with this. And one, it's because y'all alcoholics. Alright? Y'all out here mixing.
It's not much to bring a bottle. Bring basic Bacardi, which we do all the time. And you guys don't even do that.
No, I do bring Bacardi once in a while, bro. What do you mean?
When was this? When did you actually bring Bacardi?
Last time, it wasn't the 4th of July party we had. It was the Friendsgiving, because I brought the sliders and Bacardi, because I remember specifically going to ABC for it.
All right. If you say so, I'll take your word for it. I probably was ripped that day, so I don't remember much.
I'll have you know, sir, I love fruity drinks. How dare you? Okay.
Fruity drinks are
I
great.
can't last time because I can't say anything because last party I came with Smirnoff's Ice.
Yes, you did. You fucking. What are we,
No, listen.
19?
I have no regret. It was and it was delicious.
It was good. It was good. You can't always go with the hard stuff, man. You gotta mix it up.
Yeah, Johnny. What was drank more? The Smirnoff or the liquor?
Exactly.
Because
I'm a people person, okay?
So I fucking make drinks for you guys, and I dilute that shit like a motherfucker.
Yeah, real quick. Us to drink your drinks. Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry. Are they good or are they not?
They are tasty.
Go ahead, host. So every time Johnny drinks with us, he always drinking straight gasoline. We're over here trying to have something nice. This man's like, you know what? I'm gonna put like 70% of that cup you have straight bourbon, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of cherry coke. No cream soda.
Meanwhile, I'm on the opposite end. I'm just like, can I have some ice cream with that? That's tasty.
That's fucking OC. OC measures out. He'll fill his cup up with rum and a little thimble of Coke, and that's Jack and Coke to him. Oh no, that's a Cuba Libre to fucking OC. Also, by the way, OC's our friend who is just an equal alcoholic that I am, because we are brothers bonded in liquor, and
brothers bonded in booze.
Yes. So that's a Cuba Libre to him. A 3 to 4 shots of rum, and then like maybe a cap of Coca-Cola. A piece of shit.
Well, do you guys have a favorite beer, by the way? I think I know where Johnny's going with this, but let me ask.
Let Jose go first.
Okay, so for me, also remember, Johnny, you work at Funky Buddha, so we have to know your answer already. So
it has to be Funky Buddha something.
Exactly. So if I got two moods, all right. If I'm trying to go cheap, I always go with Heineken. All right. Heineken's like the go-to cheap beer for me. All right. It's better than Pabst, Coors, Corona, and it's just good. If I'm trying to go a little fancy, I like going with dark German beers, because those things are strong. And it's hard to come by, those dark beers. So whenever I can, I always get myself a 6-pack just to last me a while.
I'll go second. I'd say if I want just straight beer, I think my go-to will usually be a Yingling. And being from Miami, I think, and just I guess the person I am myself, I enjoy as well a Blue Moon or a Shock Top.
Blue Moon's really good.
Just
I really like Blue
Moon. Just something with a fruit flavor in it.
Yes. That's a good one.
Johnny?
I'm more of a... When it comes to beer, I mean, I don't mind fruity stuff. I like... Yeah, Funky Buddha has like a lot of beer. I know they had like one pineapple shandy that I really liked a lot, and that's more of a summer beer.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, is that the Pineapple Beach one?
That is the one. That is the Pineapple Beach one. That one's great. I love that one. That one's really, really good. But if I'm gonna be honest, I really like. I think this is because I'm a goddamn masochist when it comes to drinking. Like, all right, when it comes to drinking, when I started drinking, I had this notion that to be a man to drink, I had to taste and enjoy things that tasted like shit. So I made myself like things that I knew that like when you taste it, it's like ugh, like, but you know you're not supposed to be a bitch and make a face. So that's why I've made myself like scotch. I've made myself like bourbon. I've made myself like rum. So when it came to beer, I thought to myself, what's the most manliest beer you can drink? Guinness. And I made myself like Guinness.
You probably drink it hot too, huh?
Ah, fuck! If don't please don't test my masculinity that I have to prove. It's like, and then I look into it. I look at like the fucking Scottish forums.
You're not a true man until you drink boiled Guinness.
In a sheep's stomach with fucking the kidneys and shit.
Yes.
They bring it out like the hot sake.
You've never had haggis Guinness? Oh, you never had real Guinness.
You never had Guinness just injected into yourself? You don't know what it really is then.
One thing I can't say.
Any other alternatives? I thought you were gonna go with a Miller Lite. Or no, it's Coors Light, right?
Oh yes. All right. So this is my opinion.
And you won me over with these too.
This is my opinion when it comes to liquor overall. As a man, or just somebody who wants to appreciate the wide range of alcohols, know the good stuff when you see it and when you can't afford it, but also know the cheap shit and what the cheap shit is good at. So when it comes to light beer, light cheap beers, Coors Light is fucking delicious, and I fucking love it. It's a beer that you have when you don't want to get too wasted, but also you want to have a beer in your hand and you also want to drink it. Coors Light's good. Bud Light is good, but Coors Light is better in my opinion. Michelob, I'm not a fucking douchebag, so I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, it's half calories, but I can go work out after. Oh, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, isn't it like one less calorie?
It is. It's less calories by a very small margin.
You see, but if you drink 2 of them, that means you're saving 2 calories, and if you drink 3, you're saving 3. You see how that math works, right? So it's the more you drink, the more you save.
You see, a pitcher has 5 less calories.
So by the time you get through 2 12-packs, you already saved yourself a beer. You could have one free. There you go.
The cop's gonna pull you over still, but he's gonna be like, "Hey, but you look fit, all right?"
You, bro, you know it.
Michelob, my man, just brings out a like, clacks it. Commercial right there. Michelob, sign us up. Send us those fridges. They'll look nice as hell.
Yo, if we got a beer sponsor, that would be what's up.
Alright, and we're gonna get into one of my biggest obsessions recently. Let's go to the next photo.
This one.
Which is White Claw's hard seltzer
liquor.
Look, let me make my case real quick.
I'm not judging.
I have stopped drinking sodas for so long,
and
eventually after a point, I just got like a sense for I just need something fizzy, so I ended up started drinking LaCroix. No, I started drinking Red Bulls, and then I was like, I can't be this energetic.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I switch over to LaCroix, and I'm like, okay, this is like fizzy, but also it's okay.
You don't like sparkling water?
Huh?
You don't like sparkling water? I love that stuff.
I had to acquire the taste. Just like Johnny, I had to make myself like it, and now I'm like, okay, great. There's a perfect flavor.
Yeah, like once you get into sparkling water, it's like game, set, and match. Like it's great.
For real.
And
I think that
so much time.
Yeah, what?
What?
Oh, it saves so much time. It's so good to enjoy sparkling water, especially when you want to cut out soda.
Oh my god!
Oh yeah.
So much.
Like
go on, Doug.
No,
yeah, go on.
And then I think drinking that enough, it got me comfortable to White Claw. Because at first I had it, and I was like, this is okay. And I just kept drinking, and I got really into LaCroix, so this just felt natural. Like, okay, well, this is good.
It's like a LaCroix with a little spritz in it, right?
Exactly. It's just unmarked liquor.
Yeah.
I don't understand hard seltzer because, all right, so I understand seltzer. You want to drink like seltzer to quit soda, to drink more water because it's a nice substitute, right? Mm-hmm. So when it comes to hard seltzer, it's confusing to me, and to be honest, they don't fucking taste good. Not all of them.
No.
Well, what is it? So there's a difference between seltzers and sparkling water. It's a very minimal difference between them, but there is a difference. Seltzers are
it's the mineral water, right?
No, sparkling water is mineral water. But the thing is, seltzers have more salt in them because they're used specifically for mixing, right? And sparkling water is just
yeah, that's right.
like the way you would ask for it in like Europe is essentially you would ask for water with gas, which is sparkling water, right?
That's such a weird way to say it.
No, like in foreign languages, if you were to ask for you wouldn't say sparkling water. You would say
like there was no word for it. Yeah, because it's so
like,
new.
Oh, okay.
No, they actually, I believe they had it before us. But the thing is,
well, I guess
like,
the concept, like
yeah,
before
like
the language came out.
Yeah, if you were to directly translate it, would be water with gas. So that's basically what's in sparkling water versus what's in a seltzer. Me myself, real quick, kind of diverting off of this White Claw thing for a second. I've started making mojitos at my house with sparkling water instead of seltzer water. It's actually pretty good. What I do, I don't use it's a lot less salty, but I don't use like plain sparkling water. I'll get like the lime flavored one.
Ooh.
So it already has like a little lime in it, and then I add a little extra. Bro, it's the best. Sorry, I just had to throw that in there. You guys should try that.
I've been doing the same. I've been doing one of my favorite drinks is like tequila soda. So I'm just doing that, but like with LaCroix, so like a limoncello, LaCroix, and then tequila, like a little splash of it.
That's nice. That's nice.
Fucking tequila soda. Jeez,
and the thing I've been noticing with hard seltzers, it's like, if you're a company that focuses just on hard seltzer, it's good. So this and Truly are pretty close neck and neck for good. But I think it's once other companies try to do their own version, where they kind of do it cheaply.
Wait a sec, real quick. The Corona version of this is horrible. Horrible.
Yeah, it's fucking disgusting.
Like,
I mean, well, yeah, go on.
It's just real. It's just I had a few the other day. It wasn't good at all.
A few.
Yeah, because you know.
I can imagine Jose cracking one open, testing it again. Ah, Jesus Christ!
Yeah, you're just like my mom. My mom will eat something, be like, "This sucks," and then just keep eating it until it's all done.
Yeah, because you don't want to waste it. I mean, why would you waste it?
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Mind you, I wasn't I didn't buy it. It was given to me for free, but still, I was like, I feel bad not drinking this, so I'm gonna drink it. So that's how I ended up having a few bad Corona
hard seltzers.
Hard seltzers, yeah.
They got Corona. They got Bud Light now has seltzers.
I haven't had those yet. What?
I know Barefoot has as well. The company that does like those wines.
Yeah, my only gripe, particularly with White Claw, are the White Claw tattoos I see.
Oh,
those are bad, man.
I have not seen any, honestly.
Hold on, you guys keep talking. I'm gonna try to look one up here.
And Johnny, have you had how many hard seltzers have you had, or do you just simply refuse at all?
I refuse to have any. One, because again, it's the point of. All right, so seltzer or like a sparkling water is water, essentially. Well, except for seltzer. Seltzer does have like elements of salt in it, but it's water, right? So it's meant to hydrate you, meant to quench your thirst. Well, hard seltzer is the opposite. It's alcohol, so alcohol dehydrates you. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, from a practical point, that's why I don't like it. It doesn't make sense to me.
Hold on, real quick. I found the picture, guys. Whenever you're ready.
I think that's just how it works, dude. It's like chicken and waffles, dude. It's savory and sweet. You know, you have your dehydration, but also hydrated. So if we go to the beach and I bring some of these, you're not gonna have any?
I mean, I'll have one or two. If I'm being honest, and also because the way that I am, I'm not gonna be a dick. I'm not gonna say, "Oh, look at." Well, although I do talk shit, I still do have some. But mainly that's me just taking the piss out of everything. I'll talk shit. I'll take the piss out of it. But then at the end, I'm still gonna have it because you guys actually brought something. I might be a dick about it. But yeah, I have one or two. Just to try them out.
I do have to say, for White Claw, if you're starting off, I say black cherry or the pineapple are probably your best bet. Those are absolutely delicious. I have not had mango, but I'm sure I will enjoy it.
Mango what? White Claw?
Yeah.
So speaking of mango White Claw, right?
Oh man.
He's drinking a mango White Claw. Are you happy?
I don't even think he's of age to do that.
I mean, he might be like 200 years old, so I mean...
might doesn't work. Let's see some ID, kiddo.
We don't run on anime logic where they look like fucking lollies, but I know they're 1,000 years old. No, go fuck yourself.
No, I think he's actually like 200 years old.
Yeah. That's...
I say, my thing is they did his face dirty. They did this boy's face dirty. You see this?
He was more like a gremlin than anything.
For real, man.
Like a mogwai.
So yeah, there's your mango White Claw.
He looks like he's very surprised. Like he's like, "Oh, you caught me." So, Johnny, I know you like torture, but why don't you like IPAs? Let's go to the next picture house.
All right. So when it comes to IPAs.
And
I'm showing you right now one of the most brutal IPAs I've ever had in my life, being Arrogant Bastard, which is just, I think it's like what you call a double IPA.
Is that 12% alcohol on the side there?
Yes, sir. It probably is.
No, that's 7.2. Sorry, looks like a 12.
My bad then. So, what's your stance on IPAs?
IPAs are fucking hipsters that want to taste the hops. They want beer to taste like beer, man. When I want to drink an IPA, I really want to taste the hops. I want to taste the earthiness in the tones of the beer, bro. Like when I'm drinking beer, I really want to taste the alcohol. Go fuck yourself. Jesus Christ.
I remember this drink specifically, Arrogant Bastard. I went to go drink with some coworkers, and one of them was like, "Oh, you never had this before? You should try it. It tastes horrible. I love it." That was her explanation of it to me.
Sums up the hypocrisy of it all. It's fucking. Alright, listen. The fact that she actually admitted that it's terrible, then that means she enjoys it ironically. That makes me happy. She's a self-aware pseudo-hipster. Who piss me off are the actual hipsters who love this shit because they think to themselves, "Oh, it's fucking hops. I'll taste the bitterness in the alcohol. Oh, you can really taste the coffee notes off of this beer, bro. It's really good. I get like, oh, this is one of the best IPAs I've ever had." While they take a sip and they fucking choke on it.
Wait a sec. So I tried this IPA once from Target, right? Yeah.
This one?
No, not this one specifically, but a IPA from Target, or it would be
was it the one
an
that
IPA.
That had a skull with an aviator's cap?
No, it was on clearance, so I was like, okay, let me get it. Right? that was the first red flag, right? So I take it home, and I didn't really read it. I just saw it was on sale, so I was like, you know what the hell, I'm gonna try it. And I did not read the box that clearly said that it was from a cigar company. So
is that fucking High Life cigar company? I've seen the commercials for that bullshit.
It might be, and I promise you, it tasted like I was drinking a cigar the whole time, and it was disgusting.
Jesus Christ. Man alive. No, I think I know which one you're talking about. I've seen the commercials on YouTube. It's like High Life, Florida City Cigar or some shit.
Yeah, the High Life company.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no,
no.
The beer's called High Life, but like the company's like Florida City something.
Yes, it's.
Yeah, but they make the High Life beer. Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah, this is you guys are right, but just so everyone else can see. This is it.
Yeah, that's the one.
This was the one that was on sale, and I regret every second of it.
God.
So
fucking
for
bad.
those who are on audio right now, it's spelled JAI space ALAI, and it's a cigar city brewing company. Stay away from this. It tastes like straight grass, bro.
Further explanation. If you've seen Archer, and you remember the episode where Archer went to Miami to seduce the gay member of the Communist Party.
Yeah, he was trying to honeypot. Yes.
Yeah, he was trying. The scene where he gets decked in the face with that giant ball, and all right, I'll digress a little bit. With that giant ball, and he gets a fucking giant bruise. That's highlight. That fucking ball is literally a rock wrapped up in a shitload of leather to the point where it feels like a goddamn billiards ball. That's no fucking joke. That shit. They're fucking throwing a smooth piece of marble at your face.
Mm-hmm. It was disgusting.
It's not nice.
Getting back to the story, yeah, my coworker was like, you never had this? I'm like, I've never heard of it. It's happy hour. Why not? It's cheap. So I got one. Immediately was like, oh my god, what the hell is this?
Oh, you're like that. You're like that. Krusty Krab meme where it's like the whole room shaking. You're like, whoa.
Yeah.
You're like SpongeBob trying to snail the snail can.
No. It was kind of like the drinking version of when SpongeBob smells dirty, and he asks people like, oh no, he's like, am I ugly? And some dude's like, not at all, boy. It's like, it was just me like this can't be that bad. That's essentially what happened.
And I believe you. I 100%.
And if you want to torture yourself, I very much recommend this beer. And I guess speaking of which, what is your least favorite beer? I guess we know Johnny.
What do you mean? I just mentioned mine.
I know. I'm sorry. We know Jose's. Mine's, I think, would have to be a Stella Artois.
What? Stella Artois nice.
Oh, dude. I think the thing I hate about it smells and tastes like weed.
So,
and that weirds me out. That trips me out.
How does it sound?
Dude, I don't.
You're just hanging around the wrong people, man.
No. I promise. I had it, and I'm like, dude, this is just weed. Maybe I had a bad batch or something. I don't know.
You're like, you take a sip. Somebody is taking liberties and Stella Artois. This fucking Jesus.
Someone needs to get fired.
Or they need to sell this in Las Vegas and/or Colorado stacked, because this.
And California.
Mm-hmm.
And California too, and Washington. Oh fuck! What's so fancy? It's Belgian. Don't you know
it just looks nice. That's it.
It
looks nice. It has a little tutu when you rip it off, and you're like, ooh, you know.
For me, it's not the worst, but it's definitely not. Like it's meh. It's meh.
Yeah,
definitely
you're not
meh.
gonna order it out of like
other
beer.
For me, my the one I hate the most, aside from the one we just mentioned, is Yuengling Lager. I hate that with a passion.
You don't like Yuengling?
No.
I remember getting Yuengling when we went to the beach, and I noticed Jose did not touch the beer.
Cause I had one and I was like, nah, man, this ain't me. This ain't me, man.
Man.
I got dignity for myself.
But that's America's beer, dude. There's like a bald eagle.
I'd rather have a Pabst, bro.
Oh, ooh. Ooh, Jesus. Fucking Lana Del Rey, fucking White Forgive me, good sir. Summertime sadness all up in this bitch.
Shout out to our boy Julian. We miss you, man.
Shout out to Julian, bro.
Julian, but you hate us, so it's fine. Johnny, what's your favorite beer? What's your least favorite beer? Sorry.
Least off. I literally went on a rant. So anything all IPA.
But do you have no? But like one in particular. Is there one that you're like?
No, I'll make an exception. So, Josie, I don't think you know this. I mean, I think I told you on the Discord. I went to Vegas. I had a great time. It was fucking fantastic.
When'd you go?
It was like Oh, I went last month.
Like a month ago?
Yeah. It was. I think it was in August. It was
Mm.
in the I don't know. I think the last week of July.
Oh,
So I
okay,
went to
okay.
Vegas for like a day trip. We got there Wednesday, spent all Thursday enjoying Vegas. We enjoyed a little bit of nighttime, and then Friday we were coming back. But all right, so on the way to Vegas, we stopped at Memphis because we had to divert. Because I think during that last week of July, that hurricane was passing through Texas and Louisiana. I forget. Yeah, so we had to go to Memphis, then go to Vegas. Because before we were supposed to stop in Austin, then go to Vegas.
Right.
So all right, so we're in Memphis, Tennessee. We at the airport they had this bar that had beer, and right there they had an IPA, and I didn't know it was IPAs. I just saw it and I was like, all right, beer.
If you knew, you would have straight away, right?
I would have settled for fucking hard seltzer.
He would have been like, "Give me a White Claw, damn it!
Give me a goddamn White Claw, anybody." But I saw it, and it was some local brewery from Tennessee that had their varieties of IPAs, and I had this one that was kind of it was like a version between an IPA red ale, where it was red. It was like a burgundy looking beer.
Mm-hmm.
I had a little bit of it, and it wasn't all right. It had all right. So this is the thing about IPAs that I fucking hate. They're deceiving because they smell fucking wonderful, but then the moment you fucking put them in your mouth, it's like, what the fuck? And that's exactly what IPAs taste like, because they smell fantastic, and then you put it in your mouth and like, whoa, this doesn't look exactly how it tastes. So I had it. I fought through the bitterness, and then at the very end of tasting the beer, then you get the floral note. Then you get everything else, and it wasn't bad. It wasn't terrible.
Yo, you sound just like the hipsters talking about the notes you taste.
I know, I fucking know, but I fucking work for a beer company. I have to know this shit. I have to speak in their patois. I have to fucking. I have to know what the fuck they're talking about so I can keep up. So, the guy who I was with, his name's Brian. Yo, shout out to Brian if you ever hear this. He had a darker version of that. No, he had a lighter version. He had a beer that was basically like a blonde. And that one fucking was disgusting. He didn't even finish the beer. I saw the pain in his eye because the beer, it was like a good one of those big red Solo cups, like the big ones.
Uh-huh.
But it was clear. And we paid like $9 just to get one cup.
You messed up, man. You messed up.
It's airport prices. Of course you're paying.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. So
Brian, if you're listening to this, you messed up.
I don't. Yeah, he didn't know. He didn't know because that's the thing about IPAs. IPAs will always taste bitter, but they'll look different. He thought he was safe. He got like a blonde. he got a clear looking. He thought it was a Corona. And it's like, oh yeah, I'll get this one. Wrong. It was bitter. It was bitter than mine. It was more bitter than mine.
All right. And with that, I do want to ask as well, what are some of you guys' best or worst drinking stories? I can go first to break the ice while you guys think about it.
Mm-hmm.
I think the best was I was in Washington, D.C. It was me, my sister, and my parents, my mom and dad. And DC was ridiculous at this time. Like, essentially, after like 5 p.m., it was just too cold to go outside.
Uh-huh.
Like, the wind and everything was insane. So,
nice.
it was so windy. And even during the daytime, like, we would, like, jump from museum to museum just to avoid the wind. And just avoid the cold. Like, we didn't care about abstract art or this or that. We were just like, all right, let's just go in here and then we'll find the exit somewhere else and then we'll go to the space and science.
Yeah.
And so one day my sister, she was bored. And I think like we got into a fight about something and we're just like, oh, let's just go drink. So we go and we go bar hopping. We go 3 different bars, drinking and drinking, and we get something at each place. And finally, the last place we went to, we're like, all right, we'll drink here, and then we'll walk back home to the hotel. There's a random truck pulls up, and I am not lying to you. I wish I could. They are handing out Chips Ahoy minis to anyone who just wants. So all you do is just walk up, and they just like, all right, here you go. They give you as many. I think we went home. We went back to the hotel with like 10 packets of them.
How's that the worst story though?
That's my best.
Oh,
not my worst.
Okay, the best.
We grab all of these, and we're like, okay, these could be poisonous, but I don't care. And at the final bar, like, we see the truck there already handing stuff out, and we're like, all right, we go get the drink. You're like, do you think we could just go up there? We can get, and you're like, no, I'm the one who's just like, oh, there's only one way to find out. We get it, and we're feeling generous. We're like, if we see a homeless person, we're just gonna like drop a cookie right there, dude. We don't find any homeless person there is no homeless person on the way back to our hotel. So unfortunately, I had to eat most of those cookies.
Nice.
And my worst would have to be, it was one of the parties we went to, and I didn't know at this point, I was young, I didn't know how much liquor you had to put in proportion to other drinks.
Okay. I think I remember this.
I think I put in, I was like, well, how much do you think is enough? I'm like, let's do half a cup. A solo cup, like, let's do half a cup of whatever drink we had, and the other half iced tea. And I was like, this tastes horrible, but I think this is how it's supposed to taste like. Bad night. Went horrible. That sucked ass.
Okay.
You guys want to go in?
All right.
I have
you
one
go?
last one, but you guys go ahead.
No, you could go. You could go.
My best drinking memory that I had was with my brother when we went to our first Kings of Leon concert. Fucking love Kings of Leon, but at this concert, it was the one where because whenever they come down south, they always go to the West Palm Beach amphitheater.
Yeah.
That's like about a good 30, 45 minutes.
Yeah, the cruise van.
It's a good distance away, but I love that place.
It's fucking great. I love how the hill it's fucking gigantic, because I've never seen a hill go. It's like
vertically, so like.
Yeah, it was like 85 degrees of a slant. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's a pretty steep slant.
Yeah, that was great, because you go in and you're like, this is how I imagine a concert would look like.
Yes.
Fucking great.
I have some stories about that place, but we'll save that for another time. Continue with your drinking.
Yeah.
So, I went there with my brother. This is the very first concert actually the very first concert I've ever been to was the Kings of Leon concert when they came down south. This was 2013 or 14? No, I think it was 2012. And it's the first time I ever drank with my brother. And he bought me a giant, I think I was like 19. He bought me a giant Budweiser. And during that time I wasn't a huge drinker. I didn't.
Hold on, real quick. We don't condone underage drinking for everyone.
We don't condone underage drinking.
Continue.
Yeah. So the big ass Budweiser.
Giant. Fuck. Yo, this thing was giant. This thing was like, remember those giant monster those monster energy drinks during middle school? The ones that had the little cap on top? It was that big. The ones that had to be stopped to be made because fucking kids died. That's how big that shit was. And it was, oh god, it was so American, because the giant thing said Budweiser and it had fucking the American flag wrapped around it. And it's like, fuck yeah, this is fucking Budweiser. So by the way, Budweiser tastes like shit. I don't know why Americans love that shit so much. I don't know why us as Americans, we love the shittiest tasting beer out of all the beers that exist. Coors doesn't taste that bad, but Budweiser tastes like shit. But we love it. I don't know what. I think it was Stone Cold Steve Austin that really pushed it forward. But to get back on track, it was a giant Budweiser. I never had anything else to drink before. We also snuck in a bottle of bourbon. That was cool. And the funny thing is, when you go to concerts like these concerts, no, the security guards check your shit. But I remember specifically when my brother's friend, so we brought a blanket with us, the ones that we usually have out here, and we went in because we had a book bag with us that had our like chairs and all that stuff, or like one of those giant book bags. They checked that, but then he went back to the car to get the bottle of bourbon that we brought. He brought in the blanket. The security guard saw him leave with the blanket we brought, and saw him bring it back because you wrapped the bottle up in it. I remember him specifically saying, the security guard that checked it opened up the blanket halfway, felt inside. She felt the bottle, looked at him, wrapped it up again, and said, "Okay, go inside." She fucking couldn't care less. So, so he walked inside. I'm already like halfway through, but since I'm 19, I'm a lightweight. That fucking beer is hitting me like a ton of bricks. And I got so drunk. I remember specifically, I was drunk, and then I took a swig of bourbon, and then I felt it burn in my chest in the nicest way possible. And then when it hit my stomach, I fucking, things were hazy, but then it looked like fight night. When you get knocked down and you gotta get back up, and that's when I knew, oh fuck, I'm gone. So I remember I had to go take a piss, but all right. So if you guys know how the amphitheater is set up, let me explain. Well, I think Josie and Doug.
Yeah, to our listeners.
To the audience.
Yes.
There's a giant lawn, and that hill that I said that was 85 degrees. That's the back of the field where people just bring their own lawn chairs, and they basically sit back there if they don't have enough money to pay for the front seats.
Yes,
I was
about to say the front half of it are seats covered, and then the back half is an open field on a hill. That's a very steep incline.
Yeah, where you can sit and you can bring your own lawn chairs, and you can just enjoy the concert.
Mm-hmm.
But to get up there, sometimes you need to go either the front entrance, which is through where the seated where the covered seats are, or you go through this really big staircase, basically leading up the hill. I had to go take a piss, and me being drunk as shit, climbing down those stairs was like it looked like what it would look like if you were climbing down the fucking like those pyramids in South America, the fucking Machu Picchu shit, where it's like really close. So
yeah, every step felt like 10.
Every step felt like it was like less than an inch next to each other.
And each step is like literally 3 inches big, so only half your foot fits.
And I remember walking down the stairs, holding on to that guardrail, and like just fucking holding on for dear life. And then by some miracle, I ended up in the area where all the concessions were, and I went to go take a piss. I went into the bathroom, and me fucking holding on to the walls, not trying to fucking fall over. I see this guy at the urinal, and he's doing the tripod where you have the one hand on the wall, your hand on your dick, and you fucking got the power stance. This guy was so gone. The hand on the wall didn't help him to keep his balance. He was leaning on the divider. It was I was surprised he was able to piss inside the urinal. And then I went down like 3 rows to take a piss, and then in my and also I wasn't fucking great too. I remember specifically taking a piss, leaning my head back, and then taking like 2 drunken stuff, like, oh shit, almost falling over. And then I looked over at the guy, he looked at me, and he was like, dude, I'm like, yeah. But it doesn't end there.
As you're going back, you're like, my wee out. I gotta pull it back.
No, I double checked. To make sure that my dick wasn't out. So I put everything away, and I didn't notice that the guy who was at the urinal left. I mean, of course, why would I care? I didn't know.
You're talking to him the whole time. He's like,
you went to go check on him or something, or?
No, I met him at the stairs because I didn't know he was in the same lawn section as me.
Oh, you guys helped each other up.
Exactly. I saw him halfway, holding onto the guardrail, sitting down,
And you're like,
fucking just trying to compose himself. And I see him. He's like, "Bro, are you all right?" Oh man.
and he's like, bro, no, I'm not.
Bro, I'm
It's like,
not.
"Bro."
You want to get a beer though? I got you.
He's like, "These stairs, man, they're something else."
You-
So I
You look at him.
up.
Did you wash your hands? He's like, what? You're like, what?
What you mean? I'm still at the urinal.
Bro, did you wash your hands? This Rona shit's real. Oh, this is
This is 2012, fam. I don't even know what you're talking about.
So he's holding on to the. I help him up with one arm while I still have the other beer in my other hand, and it looked like I was helping, like my elderly grandfather, because he was holding on to that guardrail while he's holding on to me, and then we finally make it upstairs, to the lawn.
It's like
His
4
friends
steps.
No, he stopped halfway. He stopped like halfway. Like, all right, so like the halfway stairs is like that giant, like you know how like some stairs work where it's that platform where you have to like walk a little bit to get to the other stairs. He
Yeah.
stopped right there. He stopped right in the middle where he couldn't go any further.
I think
So
he
when
was
we
at
finally
that
get to-
point where he was just like, well, I'm watching the concert from here.
I think that's exactly what would have happened if I didn't come and save him. So basically, I helped him get up finally to the lawn, and his friends were looking for him. Like, bro, you went to go take a piss like an hour ago. What the fuck happened? He's like, bro, I just he couldn't speak. And his friends came up to me. They're like, oh man, thanks, and they finally took him back to the lawn. But yeah, I had a really great time. I didn't throw up, but it was fantastic.
And that's why it's your favorite drinking story.
Damn straight.
The thing with Johnny, when he gets drunk, I'd say for myself, I get quiet. Like, I get quiet as in, like, inside my head, I'm like, I fucked up, didn't I? Whereas Johnny is just becomes like the social darling, and he's like,
Yo,
like he'll just keep talking and talking and talking.
You guys think he talks a lot now? Just, oh my
man.
god. Just wait till you get some drinks in this guy.
I remember we went drinking for a friend's birthday, and we were coming back home driving. He just wouldn't stop talking. He'd find anything to just be like,
my birthday, more specifically.
yeah, I said
and
a
yes.
friend. Am I not right?
Fuck you.
God, he was just talking the whole time. I'm just like, dude, quiet. He's like, guys, I'm gonna record this, guys. And he just couldn't. He couldn't find where the record button was on his phone, or he would record like 5 seconds and be like, all right, that's good.
Alrighty. So now.
That sounds like me.
Alrighty. So,
Yeah.
is it my turn now? Or?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. go
Okay,
ahead.
okay. So, my favorite drinking story. Nothing really happened to me. Well, okay. Let me dial back the clock here. I think this was 2018 Friendsgiving that we had at OC's house. All right.
Chill.
Yes.
All right. So that night I got messed up, way beyond imagination, right?
I remember. Yes.
And the first
I don't remember
the first highlight of that night is where I just almost beat Doug at a fighting game by being so cheese. I was pissing him off. You remember that?
That was a horrible. I hate that fighting game still. That was my
You guys
hero.
are doing My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
Bro, I was like,
I think that was. I bought that game just that day.
it was the day it came out that we had that party, but real quick. So
Yeah, you were piss drunk.
I was so messed up that night, but somehow I took this guy to like the last possible round, to this last sliver of our healths, and I was just going in on him. I was being so annoying. It wasn't like I was playing good. I was cheesing it the whole time. Remember, Doug? The double jump and
It's a cheesing game too, so you can very much just spam one attack and be
Yes.
like, all right, well, I'm gonna win like this.
but I was so messed up I didn't care, and the whole crowd was cheering for me, and it was worth it.
No, they weren't. You were just drunk.
All right, so then.
No, I remember specifically OC being
Yeah.
simple antagonizing stuff. He was
Yeah.
saying, "You gonna handle that, dog? You gonna
Yeah.
take that, dog?" I remember that specifically.
Yes, that. All right, so then the second part is from that same night. It's when I'm passed out on the couch because OC decided to put some anime movie on. I don't know what it was.
Man,
I
that
just
was
felt
so
that
bad.
it was
was Redline.
it was a bad movie. We
Yeah, it was-
we regret ever watching it. And I
Man,
remember
that was hilarious. I've never seen so many people just like disinterested, just knock out from it within seconds.
it was like the first 5-10 minutes of that movie. Everyone was out.
Dude, that movie made me leave. I was like, I want to go home.
Yeah. All right, and then that's not the best part. So then we all fall asleep to that, and I wake up. So I slightly open up my eyes, and I see one of our friends who was sleeping next to me sit up, start walking, turn the corner by the bed, and just start throwing up. But it wasn't like a. Hold on. It wasn't just like a stop and throw up. It was I'm gonna keep walking and I'm gonna keep throwing up, and then I'm and then I'm gonna go to the floor and try to pick it up. And at the time, like,
Try to clean it up. I remember that.
and at the time, and at the time, I didn't put two and two together, so I was just like, okay, and I went back to sleep. And then when I woke up, everyone told me, and I was like, oh no, that's kind of funny though.
Oh no, I could have helped. So anything else with that story? Johnny was just like, that sucks. Clean yourself up. Smell
Yeah.
like shit.
And I remember. Oh, hold on. And then my worst drinking story is that morning, having to wake up, go to like the nearest McDonald's, which this is in Kendall, so the nearest McDonald's is like miles away, and drive myself home, get dressed, and then go back out.
Go back out?
Yeah, because if I remember, I think Ale had a party at his house the next day.
He did.
So
Jesus.
so it was like back to back. But after that, I was like, nah, man, I don't want anything to drink. I'm good. It's like I'm still recovering from yesterday. I can't have anything now.
Oh man.
Johnny, what's your worst?
My worst drinking story was damn, I have to really think about this. Cause alright, the way I see it is like I get fucked up, but then I handle it as best as I can. Alright, so this is the thing about me. If anybody ends up drinking with me, and I don't. And the funny thing is, whenever I drink with you guys, I never throw up. I've never thrown up with the boys. That's funny.
Yeah, same.
I've never thrown up with the boys. But, just to let you guys know, when I do, I am a fucking ninja when I throw up. I make specifically known that I walk away. So, just to let you guys know, if you guys don't see me, and then you see me come back like, yo, where's Johnny? It's like, hey, don't worry, he's detoxing. So, all right. So
Did you just say detoxing?
Yeah, I'm detoxing. So this actually happened at another Kings of Leon.
Man, what is Kings of Leon in you?
Hey,
they just get you at your. They get you at your worst.
They're such a good band. They're so good live, and I get so ecstatic. And I know all their songs. I know all their songs, even the new ones. And actually, this isn't to say another story. I remember when all right, no, fuck it. But let me finish with this one. So we're at Kings of Leon's concert. I think it was like 2015 or 2014. I remember I graduated high school already. And this was there's another story. This was 2014. So we went to another Kings of Leon concert. This was off their Mechanical Bull. No, it was actually Walls.
Let's keep going.
So it was the Walls album. We went in. We brought bourbon again. I didn't drink beer. I drank the entire time. I drank straight bourbon. Like it was bullet bourbon. It was like the 750 milliliter bottle. I finished half of that thing myself. I was passing it around. I was drinking it myself. I in my drunken state, looking back, hindsight, I was fucking annoying. Because I was drinking, I was being stupid, I was fucking being an idiot. And I remember specifically, no, I didn't drink any water. My brother came up to me like twice, like, bro, you want water? You want water? Which was code to like, yo, you're being fucking an idiot. Stop fucking talking, drink some water, calm down. I was like, yeah, bro, I'm fine. With the bottle of bourbon in my hand, taking a swig, I'm fine. And I'm drinking and all that stuff. What gets worse is the end. The concert's done. We all had a good time. I sang my heart out. My voice was hoarse because I fucking screamed my lungs out. We finally get to the giant lawn where all the cars are parked. I remember specifically wandering away. I walked away. I don't know, which is another thing about me. When I get drunk and or high, I like to wander. This happened at Epcot a little bit.
Yeah. That's a story for another day.
Yeah, he finds himself on Frozen Ever After or something.
We can tell that story and the story of you and Eddie another day.
Oh fuck, that was great. Oh, that was me being high though.
Yeah.
That's me smoking the marijuana.
That's for another day.
That was for another day. But I remember wandering away. My brother and his friend, his friend went to go look for me, and I remember talking to this couple, and I don't know why, but I was doing an accent.
Oh no!
I was talking to them in a New Zealand accent. I don't know why I chose specifically a New Zealand accent.
What?
and they believed me. They believed me. Apparently,
I think they just felt bad for you. They knew you were drunk.
But what's the funny thing is when my brother found me talking to them, and we were having a good conversation. We were talking about, because they were Rick and Morty fans. Oh, this was during the huge fucking thing where Rick and Morty fans were being assholes. So I remember the chick wearing a Rick and Morty shirt, and I was like, hey, Rick and Morty. Blah, blah, blah. Like, oh, they have, and they went along with it. They have Rick and Morty in New Zealand? Of course they wubba lubba dub dub. I said that. I remember saying that.
Oh man.
So
did you say that in a New Zealand accent as well?
I did. I don't know how I pulled it off.
Wubba lubba doob doob.
Wubba loob.
Which I think you're drunk, so it just sounds like a really bad bull rat impression at this point. Wabba labba doob doob.
But the worst thing was, my brother came to us, and he was pretty placid himself. He saw them smoking, and he was like, and then he also picked up an accent to persuade them that he was my brother, also from New Zealand. All right, this is one thing that the viewers don't know. I'm fairly white. My brother is a lot darker than I am.
Yeah.
So when he comes in and does his New Zealand accent, you can kind of believe it, because this boy's a fair dark complexion. But he does the accent. He pulls it off. He gets a cigarette. We walk away. Now, when we're in the car, that's when I begin to drink water to sober up, because we had to come home and we had to see our mom. So I remember drinking water and passing out, and then I woke up and had dry heave. I remember my brother and his friend in the front seat, because I woke up dry heaving. I was like, that's what woke me up and got me up. The dry heave resuscitated me. And I was like, oh shit, you alright, bro? I was like, I think I'm alright. And then I went to go get the water, drank a little bit, and then like 10 seconds passed. I was like, oh shit. My brother's friend pulls over to the side of the highway. He's like, you good? I was like, yeah, I think so. And then I open the door and just fucking projectile vomiting.
Oh
no.
And bourbon.
I got another story after this.
Just blood. It looked like Scary Movie 3 when they were just black for comedic effect.
Yes. So.
And I'm spewing. Oh no, it doesn't end here, Jose.
No, let him finish.
I'm spewing, and I was like, oh, I'm done. And then I swish my mouth with water just to get everything out. We get back in the car. I drink some more water, and we're driving for like 5 minutes. I say, stop the car! We pull over again. I throw up some more, and that's when I realize, okay, my body's rejecting the water for some reason. it's like it's telling me no more liquids. And then my brother and his friends like, yeah, you should stop drinking water. And I remember specifically, at the second time of me throwing up, I put my face in my shirt as though I'm gonna catch the vomit in my shirt. I don't know.
Smart.
I'll let Josie tell a story.
All right, so this one.
I think I know where you're going.
This one involves all three of us. All right.
Oh, it does.
Yes.
Oh, then I don't know.
So, I'd say I'm gonna give it 2 years ago. It was I think it was 4th of July. It was Doug, Johnny, me, my girlfriend, Doug's girlfriend at the time, 2 of our other friends who were moving to Georgia, and Johnny. Wait, did I mention Johnny? I think I already did. Anyway, all of us were hanging out at the park, right? We're all just hanging out, whatever. And they bring drinks, and they start drinking, right? So I'm like, okay, whatever. Me and my girlfriend were just sitting there talking to you guys as you guys drink, whatever. And an hour goes by.
I hate you for telling this one.
2 hours go by. 3 hours go by. We're still there, and they're still going. And
oh wait, was this Doug's? Was this when you bought those terrible, disgusting?
Yes. Oh yeah. Let me get to it. So these guys, they thought it was a brilliant idea to buy some cheap, strong wine. So these guys are messed up.
$4 wines.
Yes.
$4 wine.
Our 2 friends that were going to Georgia, they left. So it was me, Jazz, Doug, and Johnny left. And it was me and my girlfriend's job to get Johnny and Doug home, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So before we take them anywhere, we're like, okay, we got to get these guys food because they haven't eaten anything and they've gone through like a bottle or 2 of wine. So we're driving to McDonald's. Johnny's in my car. Doug's in his car with my girlfriend driving. I'm driving my car, obviously. And I'm following behind them. Well, I see my girlfriend make the right towards the McDonald's and then just stop in the beginning of the parking lot, and I'm right behind her like, what the hell's going on?
Ooh, I remember.
And I look out.
Too.
I look out and I see Doug open up the side door and just start throwing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. That car was too shaky, and I was like, I'm not gonna make it.
and the whole time I'm like, Johnny, I swear to God, if you feel it, you let me know, man. You let me know.
Oh, no. That was perfectly fine.
So we finally get to the McDonald's. Mind you, Doug keeps throwing up the whole time we're there. We're trying to get this guy some food.
Yeah. He's in the bathroom.
I only think I ate.
Puking his life out.
Yeah. It was like 3 a.m. and we're the only people inside McDonald's. Me and my girlfriend are taking care of these 2 drunk guys, and we're just like, Jesus Christ.
I wasn't that bad.
He wasn't that bad.
Well,
yeah, he didn't throw up.
He could barely walk, but he wasn't like you, Doug.
Oh, no.
So then, so as we're leaving McDonald's, my girlfriend's like, "Oh, where's Doug live? I'm gonna have to follow you." So I'm like, "Okay, fine, just follow me." So we go towards your house, Doug, and I keep going straight, and I keep looking in my rearview mirror to make sure she's following me. And out of nowhere, I don't know why, she just makes a right turn. So I gotta like bust a U in the middle of the 1 lane street in like by your house, and I go back and I roll down the window. I'm like, what the hell? I said follow me. She's like, I thought you turned, and I'm like, we're the only 2 cars out here. So we finally get Doug home, drop him off at his door, park his car for him, leave the keys with his parents.
It was my dad only.
I mean, it was your dad, but still. And
Yeah.
then,
Your dad is so chill when it comes to you drinking.
yeah.
Yeah, because he's been there before too.
Yeah. And then I gotta take Johnny all the way home. And then I gotta
Which
take.
isn't that bad because you guys live right next to each other.
No, hold on. And I also gotta take my girlfriend home too. And she was back the opposite way. Back from where we came from. At 3 in the morning. That was neither a bad nor good story. It was just really funny and very memorable.
You know, I think next time you have to join us.
No, God, no.
Yeah, bro, you do. It's fucking great. It's great.
Yeah, man.
As much as there is puke, it's great.
Yeah.
But yeah.
As long as you don't get yourself dirty, you'll be fine.
But yeah, that's the end of my story. I got nothing else.
My dad was super cool about it. He was just like, "You should have ate something bigger last." And I was like, "Okay."
You should have told him my friend's trying to get me McDonald's.
And they're like, and yeah, I know. And he would have been like, "That's your first problem. You should have gone like soup or something." I think with that, I think we're all set. I'd like to thank everyone for listening.
And I would like to thank our
I
guest.
had a blast today.
Hold on. I want to say a special thank you to our guest, Johnny, for participating in this today. Being the first one.
Yeah, of course. Have me back as many times as you want me. Good.
We definitely need to have you come back with like some cocktail recipes when we could do like reviews. That'd be pretty fun.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Hell yeah.
Real quick, follow us on YouTube, Instagram. We do that too.
Name it
TBD.
Name it TBD. Name it TBD podcast on Spotify. Let's see what else. Anchor. Apple Music, where you get your where you get your podcast. We got everywhere. Oh, we're also on Google Podcasts. I got an email about that the other day.
What?
From Anchor. So follow us, Name It TBD, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, TBD Podcast. Everywhere you get everywhere you listen to your podcast, Name It TBD Podcast. All right.
Yeet.
Yeet. Bye, everyone.
All right. Have a nice night, guys.